I'm Phoenix Wright mid-flashback. It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Kurita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride.
Man, am I right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Cole.
Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Form his impacts.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why did he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Sorry, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
Can we talk about the guy in the background who's wearing, like, a big, like, decorative collar and, like, a Speedo and nothing else?
I didn't see him.
I also did not see that.
Well,
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. Also, he was already dead. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation, or with what I know now. And so, he ran around the city all night.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hello.
He is running around the city. Ah! How did I get into this mess? Who wants to read
Far
this?
enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Yeah, I thought it was this again.
What?
What? What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Sorry, silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Wow.
What?
Big bonk.
I've had this dream before. Someplace. Some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny.
Okay.
Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. Okay.
Mhm.
So dramatic.
Oh my god, this day was written into his destiny.
March 23rd,
Yeah.
20, whatever the fuck year it is.
What day is the Ides?
I don't know.
What's
Hello,
the 10th?
this is
March,
Phoenix
I think
Wright.
it's the 23rd. You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
Is he standing here calling me, or am I
do
seeing
believe
him
that, yes.
because he's on
Yes.
the phone?
I do
do
believe
believe-
he's on the phone calling you as he's standing in front of you.
God.
If you please, Mr. Lawyer.
Glad to see you brought your apple juice.
It's carrot, actually.
Pretty sure it's orange juice.
Yeah, it's not
Remember,
a
it's
juice.
not
That
just
could be
me.
orange.
Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too.
What if it was tomato juice, but only made out of those, like, orange cherry tomatoes?
Oh my god.
It's tomato.
Urgh.
Now listen up! Sorry, the connection is a little bad with the flashback.
With
You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay?
Phoenix is working so hard to remember this.
If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever.
Maya.
Thanks. Thanks.
Don't
Don't
know who
think
this
this
is
is
either.
Maya.
Okay. Mia!
Yeah.
Maya! How's Maya?
Don't know.
No.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh,
But...
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere.
Phoenix has become nihilist.
Oh?
Ugh, it's that accursed On Guard again.
I'm right over here, dude.
Shut up. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal.
Oh no!
Ah! Gumshoe! I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? Phoenix, get caller ID.
No, it's 2017. They haven't been invented yet.
They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. I know I got
Why
fired,
would
but
they do
forget
that?
about it.
Forget about
The
it.
rehiring
Forget
process.
about it.
Huh? Then you have some sort of lead? And you got rehired?
Why?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna
Great.
give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're gonna do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get On Guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you'll have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to
boy.
make the trial last longer? My specialty. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw it out. Just bitch for the entire time. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. If you know what I'm... Oh, sorry. So,
Unprofessional.
believe in us. We're gonna give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship.
Bitch.
But I'd also like to have
That
money.
has to do- Simply what?
It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
God.
What? Hell yeah. What? Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. He'll arrest the right guy for the first time in his life.
I know this is like the end of the game and it's like trying to be dramatic and everything, but like stop saying the same thing like 3 times
No.
for the drama.
They will not.
I know.
You're in the wrong series.
Order,
They're not gonna
order.
stop that.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Matt On Guard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
All right.
All right. You just have to flex. I see how it is.
The prosecution
Weird
drove
flex,
here in a
but okay.
car.
Getting petty already.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Ms. Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews.
Franziska,
She forged
Combination.
evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you're saying that she is guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
Is this your card, Your Honor?
Shell.
Can't believe I didn't think of it.
A Shelly card that looks Shelly. This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Edgeworth is really just busting in here with all of the facts at once. Yes, Juan Carita was killed by a professional assassin.
The judge did kind of just say, tell us about the proceedings
true.
today, and Edgeworth is like, alright, here you go.
Don't worry, I got it. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt On Guard. Holy shit, he really just jumped in.
What a surprising turn of events.
This really isn't dragging out the trial very long.
I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Bitch, what?
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
Oh shit, I really was like, I don't have any witnesses this trial.
Lol.
Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please.
Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star.
And what is your relation to the defendant?
Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him, in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers? Please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
No, I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
I know we say this about everyone, but please send him to therapy.
No.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
But, you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Onguard's room.
Oh, okay, sure.
Visit to Matt's room. The most intense testimony yet.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy.
Just because he was holding a plate?
He's got the uniform on.
I can't believe I haven't noticed, like, the mechanical arm before now.
I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Onguard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy,
What are you implying?
Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
Phoenix! A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? It smells
What?
sticky.
Like honey, I hope.
Or peanut butter. But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
No, you could tell me. Hold it! The defendant's room? Why did you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor. Like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright.
What is it?
You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you?
Huh?
I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer.
Oh no, Will.
Boy,
Aw.
we know.
No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
No, please, don't trick me.
Oh,
Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
every time you do your lawyerly
Every
activities.
time. Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for
Okay.
now,
Really?
please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. I mean, he is
Like,
gonna
you're just
talk to him.
Yeah, but like,
He
he
never
didn't
said what
say.
it would be about.
Yeah.
I swear I will personally have a conversation with Mr. Wright. Sorry. So, you went to the defendant's room, and then?
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here?
Suddenly.
Hold it! Are you sure that was Matt on guard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then.
If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room? Grumpy. Hold it!
Angie.
At first? What do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboy-ish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
With
What
a
kind
stock
of
photo
juice?
of a tomato on it. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. Hold it! You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt... Well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think.
Hold it! So who are these guests you're talking about?
You guys, of course. You and Maya and little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? This incident? Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
I don't know.
I feel like the fact that he said he couldn't remember when we pressed on this one
Yeah.
means we have to do something different now.
Like what?
Maybe
Ask him
we,
again?
I don't know, did we like unlock it by pressing something later? Like the tip?
Oh, maybe.
Why did I think that,
How
Mr.
am I
Wright?
supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated.
No, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Yeah.
Ah! Yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? What?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Also, what the
Yeah?
fuck?
What is happening? Very well.
He
Why
was
did
a
the judge...
super special bellboy, Your Honor. He was a bellman.